In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you can increase your revenue as a small business. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Donnie Brown. If you don't know who I am, I help small business owners grow their sales online by showing them how to create their own funnels. So if you're looking to grow your sales and your revenue, you are in the right place because I specialize in getting to the bag. Now, let's get into the video because I know you're super excited to learn about how to grow your revenue. One thing about starting a business is that a lot of times we have an idea in our head of how we're going to monetize it, but sometimes things don't always pan out the way that we thought they would. So if you thought that you were only going to get revenue from getting online sales, but your sales haven't been too great and it's taking you some time to figure out how to get those sales, it's okay because there are other ways that you can supplement your revenue and still reach your revenue goal. I'm going to share with you some ideas on how you can expand your business model and maybe dabble in some other things that can help you get more revenue while you're still trying to figure out how to reach your customers. So my first tip is actually to become a supplier for dropshippers. You may not have ever thought of this before, but when people are dropshipping, they don't care what company it's coming from as long as the product is good and as long as you can handle the orders that they're getting. So if you're looking for more orders but you're having a hard time finding your customers, maybe it's a good idea to become a supplier to someone that dropships, because a lot of dropshippers are really good at finding their ideal customer. So in this case with dropshipping, essentially you are the supplier, meaning every time the dropshipper gets an order, you are going to fulfill it for them. Now, you're not gonna necessarily include all of the same branding materials in your packaging and stuff like that, but you are going to still be getting sales. So it's a win-win for both of you. Either way, you're getting sales that you normally wouldn't be getting and you're gonna be generating more revenue. So I found a really, really good website that you can use to actually become a supplier and find those people that want to drop ship products. It's called Spocket. And I absolutely love the way that they've set up their platform. They make it super simple to become a supplier. So all you have to do is go on their website and apply. They make it very, very easy. So when you apply, they will go through the process of checking you out and seeing if you're a good fit. And then from there, you're integrated onto their platform. And then you'll be able to be a supplier for other drop shippers. It's really, really dope. And at the moment, they are looking for small brands just like you to actually become suppliers so that they can get a better variety of products onto their site and improve the experience for all the drop shippers out there. So if you're someone that's like, I'm having a hard time getting myself out there and finding people to buy my products, this is perfect because you don't have to do the hard work anymore of finding the customers. The drop shippers will do that. All you have to do is fulfill orders, and that is the service that you're providing. You're providing your product and fulfilling those orders for them. Another amazing thing is that Spocket is 100% free for anyone that's a supplier. So you don't have to pay to put your products on there. The people that are paying are the drop shippers. They're gonna pay the fees that are involved in running their drop shipping store and getting the product from you and all that stuff. But you don't have to pay anything. You're just on there to provide your service of shipping the product and all that good stuff. So what I decided to do is actually just show you really quick what it looks like when you're signing up and what the process is so that you know exactly what to do when you head over there. That way you know exactly what to look for and what to do when you're trying to grab your spot over on their marketplace. So first you're gonna go to spocket.co/suppliers, and that is the page on their website where you can actually learn more about how to become a supplier and actually apply to become one. So as you can see, they have over 60,000 retailers that are drop shipping right now and using this platform to find their products. So it's super easy to sell your products on here simply because all you have to do is go to the Shopify App Store and integrate the Spocket app into your store, and then you can easily connect your account that way. And so every time you get an order through Spocket, it'll come into your actual Shopify and you can fulfill that order like you normally would. So it's not gonna be like some weird process of having to jump back and forth between both platforms. You're really able to integrate Spocket into your store already and just make that much easier and simpler for yourself to keep track of. And of course, like I mentioned before, it is 100% free. So you do not have to worry about paying a bunch of fees to be a part of this. It is free to you as the supplier. So all you have to do is apply to have your store. Once you apply, it is a super simple sign-up page, and once you apply, it takes them about 24 to 48 hours to get back to you. And then once you've done that, you just go on and integrate the app into your Shopify store. And then from there, all you have to do is import your products from Shopify over to their marketplace so that people can see what you have to offer. And then from there, you can begin taking orders. It's very, very simple. But even if you don't have a Shopify store, it's totally fine because you can actually still sell with Spocket. So all you have to do is get a SVC file of your products and then load it onto their site. So no matter where you're selling your products right now, you can totally still sell on Spocket. So number 2 is actually to become a wholesaler. Now wholesaling is different from dropshipping, so let me share with you what the difference is. So when you're wholesaling, the biggest difference is that you would be sending out batches, or what they call lots, of your product to other retailers, and they will carry your products in their physical stores or on their online stores and sell your products that way. You will only be paid whatever your wholesale price is for your product, but they would order your product in bulk from you ahead of time, and then from there they would just sell your product on their own in their own stores. So when you are a supplier for a drop shipper, you would still be selling your product individually. Wholesaling is really, really great. I used to do this all the time with my other brand, and that held me over for many, many months. Like, it helped me reach my revenue goals a lot, because most people always talk about wholesaling when it comes to being in big stores, but a lot of people overlook the fact that there are a lot of boutiques and small businesses that are local. I even had my stuff in stores in other states, but I would target the smaller stores and send them, batches of like 20 units of my products. This is great because then you don't have to be overwhelmed with like huge orders, but then you're still getting a decent amount for, the products that you are sending out. So you just have to come up with a minimum order quantity, meaning the least that someone can order from you at one time, just to make it worth it for you, because you want to make sure that when you're doing these orders, it's worth it. You don't want to wholesale 5 products. You want to make sure that you're working with people that can afford to buy at least 25 to 50 products minimum from you. That way the order is worth it, and then you really are able to reach your revenue goals a lot faster. But if you want to, you can require 100 units or whatever. It's up to you. I would definitely look into doing that, and make sure you're pitching yourself consistently. You have to reach out to them and pitch yourself. You can even wholesale to subscription boxes, because subscription boxes are always looking for new brands to put into their boxes, especially if your product fits their theme. And then offer to send a sample, just so that people know and can experience your product and really trust in what you're selling. And then the other thing you're gonna need to do this right is have a line sheet. A line sheet is basically like a catalog, and it shares exactly what you have, like all the products you had, and then all of the details about them, like the wholesale price, the retail price, the colors and all that different stuff. And it just helps people know what you have to offer and what the options are when it comes to ordering from you. And then also, of course, include your minimum order quantity, how long it should take them to even get an order, like how long it takes you to fulfill your wholesale orders, because they might need to reach out 2 weeks in advance so you can get your orders out. All of that information needs to be on your line sheet, and that really helps people know how to do business with you when it comes to wholesaling. And you can even put a form on your website, just so people can reach out as well if they find you through other brands and through other websites as you begin to wholesale. You might want to just put a form on your website where people can request to, carry your brand as well. The third thing is something that I absolutely love, and I think that a lot of people underestimate how good this works, but you can do a collection with an influencer. So what you would do is find an influencer that has the same exact audience as you, and that connects with their audience really, really well, and has, a really engaged following. And then you would collaborate on a collection of products, whether that be a few products or a lot of products, whatever your budget is and whatever you think will work for the collaboration. But you can definitely do that and see a good return on that and get a lot of sales. And I highly recommend that if you already work with influencers, If you see that there's one influencer that's working really, really well for you, like you see a good return on working with them, then I would highly recommend deciding to do a partnership with them like this, because then you guys can both benefit best, you know, from your brands coming together and collaborating. If that's something that you are interested in, I highly recommend you doing this. You just have to make sure that you have a good understanding up front of what their cut of the revenue is going to be, or if you're going to pay them a flat fee ahead of time, and then whatever their rights are to the actual products themselves, because you have to make sure that legally everyone is on the same page and they know who owns what, because this is your business and you have to protect yourself, and just also make sure that everyone is on the same page. What people don't realize is a lot of these influencers, they actually want to have their own products, even if it is through a small brand. They really want to have their own products, but they don't know how to go about it, and they would much rather partner with another brand, because that's a really cool thing to say, is that they have their own exclusive collection with another brand. So they want to do this, but a lot of them don't know how to go about getting those opportunities. So if you come in and your brand looks really nice and well put together, and you do a really good job with your products and their quality, and then you go pitch this to an influencer, it should go over pretty well. And some businesses have actually made this their whole business model. So every quarter they come out with a new collection with a new influencer, and it works for them. So definitely try it and see if it works for you. Now, if you are still here, you already know what the deal is. I have more videos that you should watch on how to grow your business, how to grow your sales, and just ultimately how to get to the bag, because duh, that's what we're here for. So make sure you continue watching my videos. Just click on the next video and I will meet you over there.